What is up, peoples? Just going to do a super quick one-story version here of Beyond the Covers. Wasn't planning on doing this, but I was just finishing up reading this one. This is a book that I'm going to be letting go, unfortunately, selling it. But it's got a fantastic second story here with the Hulk versus Hercules, Tales to Astonish, number 79. Let me go inside and just give you the quick panels version of what makes this story truly great. I mean, I just finished reading it about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Decided, what the hell, I'll do a quick video just to share it with you guys. As you guys know, Tales to Astonish and Tales of Suspense are some of my favorite runs, that and Journey into Mystery. And let me show you why. So skipping right ahead here to story 2, which is the Hulk versus Hercules, son of Zeus. We've got the Titan and the Torment. And lots of things happening in this story, okay? I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can, but a couple interesting things. Number one, Jack Kirby's doing the layouts here, but Bill Everett has taken over in this issue. You can see here, doing the artwork, which is interesting. And he stays on, I think, for a few issues. And the artwork is freaking next level, man. It's fantastic. When I was first opening up the splash page, I look at this image here, and I'm thinking to myself, what in the hizzle? That looks an awful lot like retro Iron Man to me. He's got his gold armor, right? It's the clunky version of Iron Man, I'm thinking. I do a quick double check. I'm like, wait a second, this is way too late. This book's published in 1965. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's going on? This is not a prototype issue for Iron Man. It's just happens to be one of those cases. Completely different character. Supposed to be another scientist, basically, who's supposed to be taking Dr. Banner's place, who invents this suit along with a couple other instruments to try to defeat the Hulk so that he can become basically the top dog instead of Bruce Banner and the Hulk. But I was just blown away by the similarities between this costume and the original clunky Iron Man costume, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Now, skipping ahead, I'm not going to comment really about the great art too much more, I don't think, because there's just some kind of cool stuff here that has nothing to do with the art, and you can see the art yourself as I'm going through it. It's just a classic Hulk story, man. It starts off with him escaping from the bad guys, basically, the army, as he does. Thoom, thoom, poof, jumps off into the air. There goes soaring off the Hulk, doing his mega leaps. Then it starts to get really interesting, because all of a sudden we introduce Hercules here. And in addition to this being a fantastic battle story, where you just got the Hulk doing what you love, basically beating ass, there's also some fun little Stan Lee additions. Like, let me just read to you what it says. Meanwhile, a scene takes place some miles away, which is destined to have an important effect upon the strange saga of the Incredible Hulk. And inside we get some captions saying, "That's it, Hercules, eat all you want. You've got to be at your fighting peak when you meet the head of the studio in Hollywood." And that's a agent, we'll find out, a Hollywood agent saying that to Hercules. And Hercules says, "Hercules is always at his peak. I eat because it doth give me pleasure, bitch." Basically what he's saying to the Hollywood agent. And this is where Stan Lee enters in and adds his little 2 bits, right? We've got our Hollywood agent here talking to Hercules, who's listening to music on the music box, as he puts it, and gets upset when the agent tries to talk to him. "Still your tongue, puny one. I would listen to this melody from within this magic box." He's getting upset when an advertisement comes on, trying to hit the radio. You know, big dumb brute, not understanding how things work. And then, of course, you've got the agent who starts thinking here, maybe I can pit this guy up against the Hulk and make some money out of it. Maybe. So they go and look for the Hulk. And you've got Betty Ross, of course, here, who's concerned about her Bruce Banner. And she's saying some dramatic stuff here about them finding each other and losing each other, finding each other and losing each other, blah, blah, blah. I say to that. Unless you're talking about Spider-Man or on a couple rare occasions, other drama-related issues with Marvel, I kind of tend to skip over that crap. But look at the Hulk doing his thing. Picks up the tracks and just straight up throws them at the train, baby. Hercules comes on in. I'm sorry, picks up some tracks and throws them at the train. Throws them at the planes is what I meant. Using them as projectiles, basically. There you go. You see him right down there on the bottom left. And now we got Hercules entering the picture here. And here's where it just gets great, man. Absolutely great. Battle scenes galore. You don't need any words here. This is just good stuff, man. Bill Everett doing the art. Jack Kirby apparently doing the layouts. And the combo is killer. And it just keeps going and going. Straight up bear hugging Hercules there on the right. You see Hulk trying to bear hug Hercules. I love it. It's just brute strength versus brute strength in this story. Finally, Hercules smashes Hulk up against the wall there, digging out a little hole that he buries him in, then closes up the mountainside like it was a zipper. So he basically buries Hulk in the mountain there. But you know that ain't gonna work. Batum is right. Hulk fist comes out, and what does Hulk do? Love this. Look at this, dude. Look at this. He freaking lifts up the mountain. You bury Hulk in a mountain? All right. Hulk's just going to lift the mountain up and throw it at you. And that's what he does. That's what he does. How great is that? Of course, then he starts getting attacked by projectiles. The military is always interfering here with our friend the Hulk. And he goes off, trying to escape. And we have the agent, the Hollywood agent, enter back into the scene here, saying, what am I going to do? I'm going to be screwed in Hollywood if we don't get there in time. Yes, of course, that would really be what somebody was concerned about if they had just witnessed Hulk battle Hercules in this fashion. Getting to Hollywood on time would definitely be top of my mind, too. That's that Stan Lee hokiness stuff, you know. It's forgivable because it's just fun. It just makes for a fun, interesting story, having that kind of, what do you call it? Comic reprieve, I guess. What's the name for it? Comic relief. Comic relief. That's it. And then I love how Stan decides to end the story here with something very serious. You know, you've had a very entertaining story, but at the heart of it, there's soul. And you get it here with this last bit. Then, as the slowly mounting, ever-simmering fury rages within him, he thinks his dark and lonely thoughts, one human being, hunted, hounded, with all of mankind against him. And that's the gist of the Hulk, right? That's pretty much it right there. Sums it up. Some favorite quotes. Hercules, you can tell me. I'm your friend. How do you do it? What's the gimmick? That's the agent asking him how he's so strong. And Hercules responds, thy voice offends me. Be thou silent and bring me more food. Is there not an entire ox in yon kitchen? And this has got to be the cream of the crop. By the zesty zither of Zeus. By the zesty zither of Zeus. Never did I suspect such power might dwell within the limbs of a mortal. He's talking about Hulk here. I just love that, man. Stan's use of alliteration is ubiquitous in his Silver Age stuff, and sometimes he gets it just right. He really hits the nail on the head. By the zesty zither of Zeus. Maybe that just seems like a stupid thing to point out at the end of this video to some, but I love that stuff, man. Wanted to share that quick story with you guys because it was a fun, quick read for me. Wanted you guys to have a little exposure to the fun, quick read yourselves in case you don't have this issue or haven't read it in reprints. Tales to Astonish, doing it again and again. Great stuff.